Oh, you a gang member with tattoos, huh? You want to rep your set to the fullest, ain't it? That's alright. I'm going to tell you what happens to them tattoos when they decide to X your ass out in prison. Check it out.
Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
Kfrogtv, man. Get your ink up, man.
That Kfrogtv shit, huh?
Yeah, that's that Kfrogtv shit right there, man. Let me see what that ink word looking like so far, man. 9-5 fizzle, homie. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kfrogtv. You already know this, your boy, Kfrog. Y'all go ahead, hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see it first. As you see, I got my gloves on, you know, because as y'all seen in the intro, I was messing around with my prison tattoo gun, okay? If y'all don't remember when I did the video of me making this, be sure to check it out. Showed you how to make a homemade prison tattoo gun out of an electric shaver motor with a toothbrush and a big pen. Because this bitch works, you hear me? Once I connect it to that battery pack, it's a go. Okay. Now, enough with this shit, let's get into it. So, as you know, in prison, a lot of people get tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I have plenty of tattoos to show for it. I got my whole chest done, a half a sleeve on this one, a whole sleeve on this arm. All right? But today we're not going to just be speaking on tattoos. We're going to speak on what happens when people want you to cover your tattoos up. Now, me personally, I ain't never had no one address me or come at me to cover up no tattoos because none of my ink I have is disrespectful towards any. You know what I'm saying? It's just me putting on for my neighborhood. Davie, I got Davie tatted on me, Broward County, where I'm from. East Side, because I'm from East Side, Davie. You know, shit like that. But in prison, I seen a lot of people, especially who were gang members, have to cover their tattoos up. So, it ain't like you would think, you know, on the streets, you know, you get a cover up with a different piece. Okay, you got this here, you don't want it no more, so we're going to go ahead and cover that up with this. It isn't like that in prison. In prison, normally when people want you to cover your tattoos up, they ain't got the patience for you to wait. That shit can't even be seen. All right? 9 times out of 10, they want it removed off of you. Now, there's a way to, you know, dim in tattoos a little bit in prison, and people do that. What they do is they mix lemon juice with milk. You know, burns like hell. Happens to burn 3 times more than the actual tattoo itself. You feel me? I knew a dude in there. He was from up north somewhere. But he had love on one hand, hate on the other hand. And just to show people that it worked, he went over the word hate. And it scabbed all up and everything with the milk and the lemon and shit. But then a couple months down the line, he ended up showing us, didn't I tell y'all? And he no longer had the other word. So that's how people do it when it's time to, you know, remove something fully. On the streets, you know, they got laser surgery, shit like that. In prison, when them gang members want you to cover up their shit, or if you claim they shit and you was once a part of them, putting all these different 5s on you, these different crowns, these 3-point crowns, 5-point crowns, these stars, or certain words that put you out there that you rep in the organization, the moment you flop, or if they don't want you to rep on that compound no more, they're going to want you to cover that shit up, okay? And it isn't going to be with lemon and milk. It's going to be straight black ink. They're going to cover you up. Kind of like they did in the show Sons of Anarchy. If y'all have ever seen that, y'all go look into that. Look into when they make Clay cover up his patch on his back. It's kind of like that, but you only got so much soot in prison to cover it up like that. And 9 times out of 10, anyone that's getting a tattoo removed in prison or covered up or something like that, they're not willing to do it. So gangs will literally go in there and hold someone down and make a tattoo man cover it up. I'm going to tell y'all a story when I was at Calhoun one time. And I'll never forget. This one dude, he ended up having a fallout with his brothers. I'm not really sure the reason why. He could have been messing with boys. You know, he could have been telling. You know, he could have been stealing. He could have, anything it may have been to where it left his ass X'd out. It was like, boy, we Xing him out. But he had all these different, you know, representations on him. So they came in the dorm one day and they dragged that boy to the bathroom. When they dragged him to the bathroom, the officers in the dorm that day, they were cool with it. You know, they didn't know probably what was really going on, but they were cool with the whole incident of them seeing 6 inmates drag another inmate into this bathroom. Open bay bathroom. The officers just turned their head and made it look like they were watching the other side of the dorm. Because at Calhoun, the open bay dorms, there's 2 sides. Like if you got A dorm, which is for orientation, you got A1, A2. The officer station's in the middle. So he's watching that dorm and that dorm. So when he's seen them just dragging someone into the bathroom, he just turned and went to focusing more mainly on that dorm. Looking over there and shit. Just to let them do whatever they had to do. And they dragged this man into the bathroom. And they had a tattoo man already in there sitting on the back stall. They held him down. They were punching him. He was screaming and everything. And they literally just covered his tattoos. He had them all over him. They got a couple on his neck. A couple on his chest piece right here. You know. And then they told him, we're going to get the rest off you. Whether you like it or not. No matter where you land, we're going to get that shit off you. That's why, to me, it isn't good to get some shit on you like that. You feel me? Like, yeah, you repping your gang. You putting on for it. You know, everyone that joins the gang, their mind is, oh, I'm in this shit till death. I'm in this shit till the end. And then, you know, they end up finding themselves in a messed up situation to where the end came kind of earlier than they suspected. You know, and normally when people, you know, join a gang, they don't even see the flaws yet. You know, down the line, you might land at a different institution and your brothers ain't rocking right. The chapter you're up under over there isn't like the chapter you was at your last camp. Or you're not even with the same people that made you feel comfortable to come home to the gang. So you might be all cool with these people at this compound. They make you feel comfortable. Now you coming home. Y'all getting tatted up, man. You got your ride or die brothers. Y'all getting in the fights together. Y'all going on missions, wetting people together. Boy, we getting wet. Boy, we dropping the teardrop right here with the 5 in it. We're going to go ahead and get the star tatted right here. All these different things that people want to put and represent. Then they get to a whole nother spot when they get transferred. And the energy is just totally different. Because you're not with the same people. You know, your brothers might stand for something you don't stand for. Your brothers at this camp might allow it to where they can have boyfriends. Some gay shit. You know, and you're like, what the hell? So now you're looking at it like, y'all lie. So now you're looking at, what the hell? Like it just sidetracked you and now you see a flaw to where you're like, man, I'm repping this shit that they stand for. I don't stand for that. You see? That's why it's always bad to get shit put on you. Of course, where you're from and shit like that's different. But when it comes to these gang tattoos, like I said, seen a dude at Calhoun get his shit covered up. And then when they did it, they didn't do it all neatly. So when he had shit right here and all on his neck, he had like a zigzag, like just a pure line that went way towards his ear. You know, because they're trying to hold him down. Kind of like in Jackass when Steve-O was in the back of the vehicle and they were going over all the hills and shit and he was getting tattooed in the back of the truck. You know, and how trash that shit came out. It was kind of like that. You feel me? And the more you scream, the more the people holding you down enjoy it. Straight up. You don't know what needle it is they're using on you when they do that shit. That could just be a throwaway needle because they no longer give a damn about you. You feel me? And you'll be lucky if they decide to cover up your tattoo and not just wet you. It's kind of like a blessing if they want you to cover the tattoo. But me personally, I couldn't see me, you know, letting some other person telling me to cover up a tattoo. You feel me? A lot of other people were cool with it. A lot of other people be like, okay, all right. Like at Charlotte, I seen someone. He agreed. You know, he used to be a king. He wasn't a king no more. The boys told him, hey, man, look, check this out, bro. You got to cover that crown up you got on you. All right, bro. I mean, I don't bang no more, bro, but no problems, bro. I got you. And sure enough, he'd invested $20, $30 and got his whole crown on his back right here covered up. You feel me? But he got the time to actually get a piece over it with enough shading and everything to where you couldn't even see it. They spared him by giving him time like that. But I'm talking about when they come in there 5, 6 deep and hold your ass down and make this tattoo man run on you. And even if it ain't a tattoo man, it may be one of the gang brothers that are going to come in there and hold your ass down. The more you fucking resist it, the more violent it gets. But all of it would be avoided if you didn't drop that tattoo. You see what I'm saying? And you'll see people, you can run into someone at one institution and you'll see him, you know, he walk around with swag, you know, he cool with everybody. Everybody knows who he is. He got a lot of clientele, good face card with everyone. You know, everywhere he goes, he's A1. Everyone fucks with him. But you know, you see he's got a 5 right here, or he might have, you know, some gang writing on his neck, different things like that. And then you'll see him maybe a year later. Say you run into him a year later at a whole nother camp. You know, he got transferred for some reason, you got transferred for some reason, then went somewhere else, and y'all just ended up running into each other again. Then you'll notice that shit's shaded over. You'll notice the thing he had written right here is just a big old spot of ink. You know, things like that. And then that is also like $1.50. When you see someone with $1.50, that shit off rip lets you know bad business. He obviously did something to make someone cut him. Now, people say $1.50s used to come from people messing with boys, people snitching, people stealing, you know. But when I was in Florida State Prison, $1.50s just came from being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You could be walking with someone, and that person that you're walking with don't know someone he robbed on the streets is here. Or someone he robbed on the streets' cousin is there, and they sent word about him, and you're the one walking with him, and you can get ripped wide open because you're his homeboy. You see, different things happen, you know. But seeing $1.50 catches your eye and lets you know, okay, he's been in some shit before. Same thing when you see these little black cover-up patches on all these people. You know, especially when you got the ones that are like it could be like a 5, and then they'll turn it into like a money sign to try to hide it. Or, you know, or to be a 7, they'll try to turn it into like an 8, and then put like a bomb around it to make it look like an 8 ball. You know, different things that they'll try to use to cover it up. But 9 times out of 10, they wasn't living right. Or they ended up getting crossed by their own kind, or they crossed their own kind. So they had to cover it up. Now, like I said, at Charlotte, when them boys made that dude cover up that crime, you could best believe, bro, a couple weeks later, they got him off the pound anyways. You know, they basically finessed him and bribed him into making him think you're straight, bro. Just cover it up. And then he felt like, all right, bro, love, bro. And he covered it up and everything. They still wasn't, you know, like, it was none of that. They still got him up out of there down the line. You get what I'm saying? But he's lucky they didn't run in there and drag him and hold him down. Because that's the type of shit you see in prison. You feel me? You're dealing with soot, which is a black ink, however they use it. You get what I'm saying? Now, me, when I was in confinement, this piece I got right here on my forearm, the soot was made out of sardine oil. All right? You think that's good? You think that's good for your body? Nah, probably not. Even though that's just what, you know, was smoking in order to make the soot. You feel me? But at the same time, when it's a gang pressing you and making them, if it's to the point of where they come in there and they got to hold you down to do it, man, you never know what it is that they're putting in you. You never know what that damn ink is. You get what I'm saying? And then if they feel like it ain't dark enough, they'll come in there the next day, hold your ass down again. Straight up. And then it's kind of like puts a target on you. Anywhere you go, you're going to be known. You go to another camp, they're going to know you're coming. Yeah, the dude who's got a big old black spot tatted right here on the side of his face. You feel me? And that's what happens. Now, being a white boy, of course, the ink stands out more than it does on a black person's skin. You know, a lot of people that are white boys that got tattoos on their face and this gang shit and stuff like that, I guarantee you a lot of people didn't even notice they tattoos. You feel me? Some of them got the tattoos after they came home from prison, but they wasn't mobbing in prison with them tattoos on. You feel me? Because things like that is going to off-rip make you stand out and make your enemy know you're present. Let them know you're in this dorm. You feel me? People get shit tatted on their back, repping they set with gang signs and all that shit. They weren't walking around the compound with their shirt off. You feel me? The people who got that shit tatted on their face and had it on their face when they was in prison, them the ones that is really repping that shit. Everyone that just looks at you can tell what you rep, what you bang. But the same thing can occur if they don't cover up them tattoos. Because just because they don't make you cover them tattoos, say they X you out and you're no longer part of the organization. Later on down the line, every single place you go, you're going to stand out and attention's going to be brought up on you because they see the gang signs that you have. So now people that rep that gang that are on that compound are going to go to look up, do their little background check on you. See who you are. Oh, he was messing with boys in another camp. So they going to press you. Boom. Hey, bro. Bro, you can't be having this shit on you like this because you're not one of ours. You feel me? So just because they made it through one place doesn't mean they'll make it through the rest of their bid. And this is the type of shit that happens. You get what I'm saying? That's why you got to be careful about the things you put on your body. You know, all tattoos are supposed to have meaning. Yeah, joining a gang is meaning to someone. You feel me? But at the same time, just be ready for what comes with it. There's consequences and repercussions with everything. Straight up. And that's what it is, man, when it comes to getting them tattoos in prison. These little old tattoo guns right here, as you see, if you watch the video, this shit was made out of a Bic pen. Look at that. And a toothbrush. That's all it is. A Bic pen and a toothbrush. Broke it all down in the video. If y'all seen that one, if not, go check it out. Like I said, just think before you drop shit on your body. You don't want to be one of the people that have the experience of being forced to held down and get this shit ran over. Because 9 times out of 10, it's just a finesse. Once you cover that shit up, they gonna eat you anyways. That part. But anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video on. I'm gonna let y'all know that I got like a new series, man. I'm gonna call it a series. I got a new series coming to the channel, man. Perfect idea. I decided to make a inmate dictionary. It's what it's gonna be called. And when I end up starting the little series, I'm gonna make sure I drop a video strictly for the series. I'm gonna go from A to Z, and I'm gonna drop from A to Z everything that you need to know about prison in order to make it through prison, or what to do in prison to better yourself, all that. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. I decided to drop that for the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? For anyone who may find themselves about to be incarcerated, don't know what to do, you know, anyone who wants to better themselves in prison. Kfrogtv is gonna bring y'all the inmate dictionary from A through Z. We're gonna start with A and end at Z, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. They're gonna be individual videos with that straight topic, and that's gonna end up coming to the channel as long with also with all the other videos that I'm gonna be dropping as well. Just wanted to make that known and get that out there and let y'all know. And also, if y'all haven't heard my gaming channel, which I start putting it out there more and more, KFROG Gaming. Y'all can check me out on there. I stream either once or twice a day. We're about to hit 4K subscribers. We're halfway there for the giveaway. Once I hit 8K, I'm going to be giving away 2 brand new PlayStation 5s, the disc editions, the $500 ones. And I want people to come join so that way you can get you a shot at winning these free PlayStations. You feel me? It don't cost nothing to subscribe. It don't cost nothing. It's free. Shit. Make someone happy. You feel me? But anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. Till next time, you already know, Frog.